and welcome. The name Tesla is synonymous with electric vehicles. Tesla is a young company, having been founded in 2003. 7 years later, on June 29, 2010, they offered 13.3 million shares at US $17 each to the public. Those same shares today are US $838 each. The electric vehicle phenomenon continues with established car makers to produce their own EV cars. These companies have traded on share markets for many years, so growth after an initial public offering won't be found here. For savvy investors, the trick is to identify EV opportunities in upcoming IPOs, buying in cheaply and surfing the wave of success. Margaret Giles of Morningstar has written about 4 electric vehicle technology IPOs to watch for in 2022. Companies in the mobility technology sector raised over $100 billion from venture capital and private equity firms last year, up from $67 billion in 2020. In 2020, the number of mobility technology companies going public tripled from 14 to 42. Mobility tech is on the move. Mobility tech, which includes electric vehicle manufacturers, EV parts and infrastructure suppliers, and autonomous driving software companies, has been booming over the last couple of years as consumer demand has started to shift towards electric vehicles. It is predicted that EVs and hybrids will make up 2 out of 3 new vehicles sold by 2030. This creates opportunities for companies that support the growing industry in different capacities. Automakers facing potential disruption from electrification and automation may turn to these firms to find investment opportunities. Many companies have already made successful public debuts in the past year, most notably EV car maker Rivian's $67.7 billion IPO. Amazing. 2 mobility tech startups to watch for in 2022 include: first is Ampol. Ampol addresses one of the main concerns of electric vehicle drivers, the time it takes to charge their batteries. This tech startup creates battery swapping stations that aim to make operating electric vehicles more efficient. Drivers can use these stations to quickly exchange their electric vehicle's battery with a fully charged one, so they don't have to spend time waiting for the battery to charge. The stations are marketed as easy and economical to install. They use autonomous robot technology to swap out the batteries, no staffing required. Secondly, ActNano. ActNano is a developer of a smart coating technology that protects automotive and consumer electronics from the elements.
Today's autonomous driving systems demand 100% reliability. ActNano's NanoGuard technology safeguards every component, including the complex AI processors that drive your vehicle, ensuring safety for all eventualities, creating a safe, protective bubble for you and your family.
ActNano is backed by BMW One Ventures, the corporate investing arm of BMW. All companies know that the so-called last mile delivery is often the most expensive segment of the supply chain. Companies that can lower this cost stand to gain major market share. In an on-demand economy where consumers expect fast, even same-day deliveries right to their doors, companies that can lower the per mile cost of delivery stand to gain a major share of the market. 2 supply companies to watch for in 2022 include, firstly, Indigo Technologies. Indigo Technologies manufactures small commercial electric vehicles that can optimise the cost of owning and operating fleets. The vehicles are designed for ride-sharing services and last-mile delivery. They integrate technology like integrating data with drivers' mobile phones to help increase efficiency and productivity.
With over 90% of commutes in rideshare carrying 2 passengers or less, and the vast majority of gig economy deliveries being food and light packages, Indigo is building a whole new class of the smoothest, roomiest light EVs to meet the fast-growing demand for affordable, sustainable mobility.
Secondly, Zoomo. Zoomo is an Australian-based developer of e-bikes designed for short distance delivery. The bikes offer technology like GPS tracking and fast charging to give a sustainable, low-cost alternative to traditional vehicles for the on-demand delivery industry. There are opportunities to invest in companies at the source of supply of material that makes EV batteries what they are. Mining lithium, copper, iron, graphite, cobalt, aluminium, nickel, manganese and rare earths may require up to US $45 billion investment by 2025 to meet demand. China accounts for more than 60% of the world's battery manufacturing capacity, and trade tensions between it and the US haven't helped. To me, the glacial speed at which charging stations are rolling out represents a great investing opportunity. Do you remember Kodak, the photography giant? They were oblivious as to what was to come. Along came digital photography. Film and those that made, sold and processed it were no longer needed. Were digital cameras sold where film was sold? Mostly no. Film outlets wouldn't promote a competitive technology that cut into sales of film. New outlets emerged instead. I see the traditional petrol station in that way, oblivious to what is to come. The International Energy Agency has projected that between 14 million and 30 million public chargers will need to be deployed globally to serve regular passenger EV vehicles in the future. This compares to about 632,000 public EV charging points today. Clearly a significant commercial opportunity. Will these chargers be deployed in petrol stations? Look at the companies involved in rolling out charging infrastructure. Are any affiliated with petrol outlets? An ancient Chinese curse states, "May you live in interesting times." I wish you interesting times, lots of investing opportunities and good fortune. Please subscribe, like, comment and hit that notify bell.